Okay, so it's Tuesday, February 5th, 2019. We're back to work on my bike. There's my brother's bike over there. I'm just waiting on the bolts to finish his bike, and he's going to pick that up probably Saturday. And so basically what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to quickly remove the forks and hook the controller up, drill all the holes for the riv nuts. And so the next thing that you'll see is the riv nuts on this bike, and back in a few. Okay, so the top two riv nuts are in for the controller, and I want to mount the controller and space out the riv nut holes where I'm going to attach the wiring. I mean, it's not that big a deal, but I want to, mount it here and then just figure out exactly, where the other two holes are going to be, because they're permanent. But yeah, these riv nuts really work slick, and so I'm going to mount this, and then I'll be back after the other holes are drilled and the riv nuts are inserted. Why do you drill 3 holes? I'll be back and explain it all. Okay, it's about like a minute later, and I put in the 3 riv nuts, and on my brother's bike I only put 2 on, but there's like 3 different reasons why I did it this way, and only one reason I don't like I did it this way, but I think I'm gonna live. And so the only thing I don't like is when this hole is a little bit far down, from where I would like to have this, maybe a little bit higher, where you can kind of bundle these up. But I mean, that's not the end of the world. The only thing is right here, and these are going to be, waterproof and everything. So it's going to clamp like right there, and then it's going to clamp here and here. And I may only use this for one thing. Ew, wrong bolt. Wrong lever. Oh, come on, man, don't go wild. I'm not going to put the battery on right now because it's just too much risk spazzing out trying to film something. But basically, the leads from the battery are really kind of close to the frame on mine, and I'm going to have to kind of pull them away a little bit. And this is I can pretty much hook any kind of thing I want to make that happen. I mean, I can use wire. I'll probably make a nice little wire thing that'll look pretty custom down there. But also, the reason I space these out is this pump. I'm not positive of it, but I think I'm gonna hook the there's this little pump, and this had to clear this little part of the controller. So I think once I get all that on, that is gonna look nice. And I'm gonna need a pump. I mean, let's face it, I'm the mechanic, and that's gonna go right there. And see, that just clears. So yeah, well, yeah, there's a picture of it. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, it's the part of the controller. The controller is clear. If I'd have made it up where I'd like it, see, I just ruined. I mean, then it's like, oh man, I really messed up and drilled it in the wrong place. So the only thing I sacrificed is this hole being a little bit lower than I wanted. But then I got 3 options. I can probably spread the wiring over more distance, and then I'll have less of a bulky bundle here. And I don't know exactly how I'm going to do the wiring, but I'm going to do it like my brother's. It's just going to be, might be a little bit smaller, but I think I'm going to do it the same way. That trick with the foam and the duct tape, I mean, that just worked slick. I just need to put padding around this plug. So I am gonna put the forks on and hook the controls back up and just kind of call it a night, I think. I mean, it's like 7:30 on a Tuesday, and I mean, you know, I actually work for a living. But yeah, I'm gonna put this thing back together and we'll be back. Alright, so we have the bike put back together. We have the controller on, and same thing, the tolerance is really close. The cable actually is hitting over here, but I'm not going to mess with that. I mean, I can always put a washer in there, but it's got two in there just like my brother's, and you know, it isn't like that. The cable doesn't rub down there too, where it goes around the bottom of the bottom bracket. So unless it's a major vibration, I'm fine. And it's about 9 o'clock, and so we're wrapping it up for the night. But yeah, the controller went on really good, and I like the way it all lines up. And I'm gonna spend, you know, some time really trying to make this space small, because if I do spend the time, it's gonna look really, really slick. My brother's bike, he's not gonna care. You know, I'm just gonna wrap it up like I did before, a little bit tidier. It'll be a little bit tighter than it was, but wrapping in that foam works really good, and taping it up with duct tape. I mean, I can make it so it's waterproof. It's no problem, and it'll have a little cushion in there, and it'll look pretty custom. You guys saw what it looked like before. It'll look better than that. So this is pretty much going to be done for the night. But yeah, the forks are back on, the controls are hooked back on, everything shifts, the brakes line up. The display, I left out the display on. That's kind of a tough thing to put on. So, but yeah, it all works. And so the next thing, it's Tuesday night. I mean, there's really no blind rush except get my brother's bike ready to go this weekend. So I'll probably just get his tucked in, all the wires, you know, kind of tucked in and tidied up underneath. And of course, that'll give me a little practice to get mine even tidier. But everything's, yeah, I mean, it's done. And then I got some more parts on my trike, and it's gonna be like Christmas. I mean, I'm just gonna do like a mass unboxing on everything, and it'll be pretty cool. And my sister-in-law's bike, I'll probably just do in parts, you know, like disassembly, preparation, reassembly, and then that way it's not gonna be like an hour or two long video. And so yeah, it'll be pretty cool. I can't wait to ride one of them. Man, there's going to be 4 electric bikes, and it'll be a month before we can even think about riding them. But hey, there's different kinds of torture, and I can live with that. So until next time.